Thank you so much to Squarespace for being today's sponsor and for helping me build my new website, but more on that later. Everyone here thinks they know you, but they don't see your insecurities, do they? I can tell by the way your mouth moves when you speak. You don't really like that Henry guy, it's so obvious. You can't wait to get out of that conversation. So who are you? Really? What makes you tick? Oh, you don't know? Let's explore together then. I'll help you understand the complicated, messy being that you are. We'll reveal it together. And once we have, you might realize that you want something else, something more, something where I'm not included anymore. And that's fine. If we go our separate ways, knowing I left you a little better than when I found you, I'll be okay with that. Okay, yes, sure. We do like helping, understanding, and making sense of people and the world and all of that. But that's not what we do all day long as INFJs. Well, first of all, there's millions of us, and we're hardly all the same. But here's what a day in my life can look like, and more so, some of the thoughts that run through my head. Alright, here we are, another day of me trying to figure out how I can make my life purposeful. I'll start my morning with a walk in the park. Perhaps there's a cat stuck in a tree somewhere that needs rescuing, or perhaps I'll come across someone who'll need help crossing the street or carrying their groceries. Except those situations always stress me out, because as much as I want to give a helping hand whenever I can, I wouldn't want to make anyone think that they're helpless or not capable of taking care of themselves. I wonder if I'm the one overthinking sometimes, or if everyone else is just underthinking. Anyway, it's summer, so I tend to have my morning coffee out on the balcony. But since we're feeling really wild today, I'll have it on a bench here in the park somewhere, wildflower style. As I sit here, I can't help but wonder about the lives of those passing me. Like that lady over there. What's her story? 10 years ago, when she envisioned her life in the future, is this the picture she painted in her mind? Couples are especially fun to observe. You can just tell if it's the very early dating stages, or if one is way more interested than the other, or if they've been together forever, and they all bring about different feelings. Spotting a new couple is exciting, refreshing, and fun. You can feel their nerves from miles away. Spotting the together forever couple, the ones who seem to have found the sweet spot between comfort and butterflies, they bring a sense of safety and hope. Speaking of dates, you know, the good thing about them is that even if it turns out to be not so successful, you can always turn it into a counseling session for the person you're out with. If they seem to be into it, of course, which oftentimes people are. They love talking about themselves when they feel like someone's actually listening. Oh boy, the things they will tell you makes it even more apparent that the gift of truly paying attention to someone other than ourselves is rare nowadays. Yet we seem to need it more than ever. Alright, enough wallflowering for today. Let's take a stroll down the streets of Stockholm. Interesting creatures, as humans are. It's like we're 8 billion small worlds walking around in this one big world. Sometimes our worlds merge, leaving us feeling greater, more fulfilled, and sometimes it's more of a crash rather than a merge, leaving us feeling smaller and emptier. Speaking of worlds, I sometimes wonder what the purpose of mine is. What was I set here to do? What is my mission? Is there even any at all? Part of me is hoping there is, part of me is hoping there isn't. Trying to figure it out is overwhelming, fun, scary, and exciting, all at the same time. I know that outwardly, I might seem pretty serious, but my mind is very much like a candy store. It's colorful and filled with symbols and images. It's not that serious, believe it or not. Well, it's serious, but in a playful way. At least I like to think so. Honestly, the images I get in my head sometimes are absolutely ridiculous. I don't know where I get it from. I wish I could paint with my thoughts alone to show you. I wonder if you would find them as amusing as I do. Because my mind is a 24/7 candy store, a lot of thought goes into the things I allow into my space. This includes the people I let in, too. It might make me less spontaneous in a way, but it makes me very curious, and it makes everything that much more interesting to me. Take art, for example. Any art. A painting, let's say. Don't you wonder what exactly was going through the artist's mind at the time of its creation? Don't you wonder if once the painting was finished, they felt like they got everything they needed to get out? Maybe there wasn't much thought going into it at all. I wonder. It's funny. I get lost in these big questions, yet allow myself to worry about the smallest things. One moment, I'm thinking, the universe is huge and we don't matter. And the next I'm thinking, I accidentally typed a comma instead of a period at the end of a sentence in an email, and now I can't stop thinking about it. Now I know, as INFJs, it might seem like we're a little too invested in trying to make sense of everything and everyone all the time, but really, the person we yearn to understand the most is often ourselves. Our experiences, our interactions, our existence in this world. Sounds exhausting, doesn't it? Yeah, it is sometimes. I mean, imagine being wired to kind of be like, here, let me grab all that emotional baggage from you real quick, although I'm already drowning in my own. Now, some people might tell us to just let loose and be in the moment. That one I'm not quite sure about. See, if I can't even pass a bright purple flower, a beautiful building, or a drawing without stopping to admire it, how much more in the moment can a person be? Now, I would like to thank today's sponsor, Squarespace. Now, if you are a blogger or an artist or an entrepreneur, or if you just want to have a portfolio, having a website can really benefit you. And with Squarespace, it is really easy. You just pick one of their beautiful and professional templates and start building a site that is going to suit your needs. And if you do need any help on the way, their customer service really is excellent, which just makes it that much easier. Now, I've kept my site pretty minimalistic. I have my book recommendations on there. I have my camera gear. I have connected my social media accounts. And I do plan on potentially adding another element, but I'll let you know if and when I do that. And what's really great is that you also get close insights to the traffic on the site. To try it out for yourself, head to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you are ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/Lana Blakely to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. And I will of course leave the link for that in the description box as well. And that was all for today's video. Please share any thoughts that you might have on this crazy jungle of personality types. Thank you for watching. Let's chat in the comments, and I will see you there.